Durag Wisdom here, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Y2K 19.08.25. I am in the middle of my 2 or so week break from watching the horror movie that I call today's news. In close to 3 years of the Nazi Trump administration, I have managed for the first time in my life high blood pressure. I certainly do not want to die while this traitorous Trump is still in our orifices. Folks, I was literally screaming and cursing at the news on my TV. One night, as has happened before, I again literally got nauseous listening to whatever news was on it that day. There is this compelling and disturbing drama on Netflix called Mindhunter, about the development of the FBI Behavioral Sciences section, the one made famous in Silence of the Lambs. The folks who work this trade must immerse their minds in some of the most gruesome stuff you can't imagine and beyond. While I am watching the news these days, I feel that I must constantly take a shower after viewing. That the outrageously evil stuff happening to us is real. Not some disturbing cautionary tale I'll see in a movie or read in a book. This Nazi Trump traitor is trying to burn our planet. He is trying to decimate endangered species. He is working to choke our ocean with plastic. He is working to make of our country something alien and obscene, a religious extremist totalitarianism. And traitor Trump is a Nazi scum, as much as his father, may he rot in pieces, was a KKK sympathizer, if not an outright member. Those camps the Nazi Trump built on our southern border are exactly what Trump means them to be. Concentration detention camps, Bo-Teach! Having thus come to grips with my disgust over what I see and hear daily in the news, I had to step back. So why in the blazes am I doing an act of Vacationus Interruptus? Yes, I have not been watching news. Absolutely no news. I have absolutely not been reading any newspapers. Sticking with the program. That takes care of what I see. However, I can't control what I hear. And since I refuse to wear earmuffs for 2 weeks, people I run into may invariably tell me something that they've just heard or seen on the news. What am I supposed to do? Tell them that I'm on vacation from the news? To shut up? I heard about 2 things and accidentally saw the third on the front page of the New York Daily News, lying open on my kitchen table. I could not wait another week to comment on what I heard and saw, so I could just briefly tell you and then comment on this later in full. After all, you could be on vacation as well and would rather not hear from your friendly neighborhood Durag Wisdom. As usual, the news I heard and saw was horrific and outrageous. One, I heard that the Amazon rainforest is on fire. Wow! The wounds being inflicted on our Mother Earth by the paternal plague of dictators is sending me into paroxysms of rage. These Nazi Trump creeps are going to murder us all. Their corporate lackeys will be responsible for the mass murder of millions of Earth people and Earth animals. They will force future generations to live in their noxious mess. I read someplace that if the Amazon rainforest can die, so goes our ecosystems and so goes our planet. 2, get this one. I saw a Daily News headline that disturbed the rest of my day. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is having another cancer scare with treatments. I am watching right now a Netflix documentary series called The Family, about an extremist Christian religious group that covertly is trying to turn our country into a theocracy, Check this out. It's very important. I'm aware too that totalitarians such as Mitch McConnell and the sponsors of the National Prayer Breakfast, that member of that covert group, secretly pray that Ginsburg steps down, or worse. That's right, worse. I, as you all know, am an atheist, so I do not pray. I do, however, believe in luck, both bad and good. So while the rest of the nation that supports Justice Ginsburg prays, I'll be hoping that the correct number comes up on the roulette wheel. I'll be sitting on the edge of my chair, my blood pressure climbing like a guided missile every single day until the election of Y2K20, hoping that Justice Ginsburg still sits on the Supreme Court by then and that no harm has come by bad luck to the other remaining liberal members of this fast-fading court of justice. Fast-fading. It is the goal of the Trumpists to absorb every branch of our federal government. They have succeeded by 2/3 already. And that final third is cut in another half. One controlled by Democrats and the other controlled by extremists. What are we prepared to do in peaceful protest and nonviolent civil disobedience every single day, loudly, consistently, if by bad luck Justice Ginsburg or another liberal on the Supreme Court dies? A tainted Supreme Court, ladies and gentlemen, is something I would be ashamed to leave to the future generations. It is bad enough that we are leaving them a filthy planet. And 3, this is something I heard in the news. I heard that Nazi Trump said that Jews are betraying their beliefs or some such crap if we decide to support the Democrats. Frankly, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still feeling pain on the top of my bald head where I hit it on the ceiling. I had previously written a letter to the New York Daily News about AOC's use of the term concentration camps. I may not especially appreciate AOC's ignorance about the history of Israel, but her job is to be a U.S. congressperson, and I happen to agree with her use of the term. Among the points that I made in this letter was that any Jew who voted for Trump is a traitor to our tribe. My letter was printed in the news on Y2K 19.06.24. It got a response from an angry member of my tribe who voted for Trump the following week or thereabouts. Poor, clueless, pathetic schlepper. Didn't we learn enough from Hitler? I believe that Trump, like some anti-Semites before him, enjoy using so-called Jewish money skills. You know, we have the money skills. Man, I wish I had some of those skills, right? To aid them in their rise to power, then exterminating us after we had our use, when they used us. The reward for our help, of course, we clueless Jews get a luxury Trump train ride or a first-class Trump jet trip to a new, enlarged, luxury Trumpen-Stuppen concentration extermination camp in sunny Florida. The gas smells of fresh-cut roses. I turned 69 as planned on 23rd August. I am running out of time with one less year to go of life. Thank you all for your support in visiting my site. I really appreciate that. It is commercial free with free speech and debate encouraged. I will visit some message boards before I get back to broadcasting in September. I hope to see you all then, with a little luck.